Well, good morning everybody and welcome back to 1.19. And I was talking with some server mates the other day and they were just telling me how much pain it is to turn this dirt into that mud over there. So I said to myself, is there a way that we can automatically turn this dirt into mud and have it harvested? And as you can see, there is a way to do it. This farm is totally self-contained. It takes empty water bottles, fills them full of water, and then takes the empty ones, recycles them around, and refills them. So you never have to refill with water bottles or anything like that. All you have to do is bring your own dirt. You put some dirt into this dispenser right here, and let me change into survival mode, and turn on the farm. It starts dropping TNT. No worries if there's nothing in the farm yet because the water keeps the TNT from blowing everything up. Stand here underneath and right click and it will automatically drop you a new piece of dirt, and then boom, blows it up right into the hopper. And you just keep going, as long as you want. Alright guys, now you've seen how it works. Now it's time to build it, so let's get going. Okay guys, here is a list of all the materials you will need to build it. Alright, to start out, we are going to build a Impulse SV item sorter. So you make the little T like this, put a repeater going into that block, a redstone torch here, and a comparator on top with redstone dust going down this way. Shift click a hopper going into there, and oh, I don't have my filter items. Okay, now that I have my filter items, we will put our filter items in here and place some water bottles in there. Once you have your item filter complete, you're going to count out 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and put a dropper on the 4th block facing this way. Right here, we're going to put a soul sand, and now we have to hook up our hoppers to our hopper chain. So we're going to shift click those there and there. So now these should drain down to 41 and the rest should be stuck in here. Now we're going to build up our glass tower here, 4 blocks high, just for right now. We will finish that later. Okay, now we need to do our auto dropper. So we're going to put a comparator facing out with a repeater into a solid block with redstone dust coming along here, turning this into a little clock. Next, we're going to have redstone dust come this way into a repeater. So then it will power this block, which will start shooting the dispenser. And it will dispense out the rest of those bottles that we put in there. All right, once your auto dropper is done, we're going to come up here and put a dispenser sitting directly on top of here. This is the dropper that will convert our mud. So now we get our decorative blocks that we're going to use. All right, now that you have your 5x4 platform built, pretty stairs are built. They have no use, they're just decoration. You're going to want to come over here, put a solid block here against this glass, put another one of your decorative blocks here. You have to shift it onto that and break this block. You can place another decorative block underneath here for decoration if you like. Then put a torch right here with a piece of redstone dust here and your piston for pushing here. So when you place a block here, this torch will power it, powering this redstone, powering this and this at the same time. So now we have to be able to fill this dispenser with full water bottles. So we're going to place a hopper going into the back of it and place a temporary block on top. On top of that temporary block, we're going to turn around and place a stair going this way. And then on the back side of that stair, whoop, we'll put some blocks here. So you end up with this shape. Because you want these blocks so you can put the angle stairs like that. And break these temporary blocks. We don't really need them right now. After you have your little tray here, you're going to put water in each corner and it makes a infinite water source in the middle. 3 blocks and place them like this, and we need our dispenser. We need our dispenser facing down into that water. So we can break these blocks on top. They were just temporary. And we can fill these blocks all the way around like so. After you fill this in, you're going to put a hopper on top of this dispenser and fill this dispenser up with, and the hopper up with, all of our water bottles. So it should be 14 stacks of water bottles. And then come down here and continue our bubble vader up. Once you have all your glass placed, you're going to come down here, and in survival you'll probably use ice or water bucket at the top and then fill it up with kelp. Don't forget to place a block on top so the bubble vader doesn't shoot your water bottles straight up in the air. Okay, after your bubble vader is complete, you're going to come down here, break this temporary block, place a rail on top of here with a hopper minecart. All we have to do is put 2 observers facing straight up, so when this dropper fires, it'll send a signal up and power this, which then will power the dropper. Put a block here with a dropper facing down. You want to power this dropper, so you're going to put 2 pieces of redstone dust up here. And now, this is all done. We just have to prime it using a lever right here, a temporary lever. So you click it, and we should have a full water bottle there. Click it again, and 2. So now we just prime it all the way so it's full up to 9. 3. There we go, 9. Break that lever because you don't need it there. So to test it out, we're going to just throw that lever in there. And when we place this block here, turns to mud, and we get our lever back, and we should still have 9 water bottles. Perfect. Technically, this farm is done. You wouldn't have to do anything else, but you'd have to come out here and harvest this by yourself. Every time you get to the push limit, you would have to harvest it. So we're going to build ourselves a little blast chamber. Now, for perfect measurement, you just got to measure 9 blocks out from this. Best way is just to send this down. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are 9 blocks. So when you're at the end here, you're going to hop down and place a temporary block there and 1 there. And we're going to put 3 blocks along here. After you put your little T here, we're going to put a temporary block there. Then we're going to put 5 blocks here. 5 blocks. We're going to place our 5 pistons along here. We're going to put a piece of redstone dust there, a repeater, another piece of dust there, dust there, dust there, and all the way along. What makes it work is another redstone torch. I know, 2012 redstone, but it still works. Now if we test it out, we put in 5 more pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That pushes that out. Now we need to protect this redstone from any errant blast from the TNT. If sometimes it comes off and it's not exactly straight, it could be back a little bit, it could blow up your redstone. So just put in some obsidian along here. This is just for blast protection. I like crying obsidian because it glows. Now from here, we're going to want to come out 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Count out 10 blocks and put in 5 more pieces of obsidian. Next, we're going to build our catchment system. So right underneath here, you're going to put a block down and 1 right next to it. And we're going to do a 9 by 10 square. So it should look like this, a 9 by 10. And we're going to fill in this bottom part here. All right, once you get it all filled in, leave this piece open down here, break out that piece, and we're going to put in hoppers all along. So now you just can place your water there. It flows right to the end. Come down here and put your 2 chests there for collection. And your collection system is completely done. All right, let's move on to the timing circuit. We're going to use a etho hopper clock. So we're going to put in 3 blocks here and then bring this out 6 blocks. After you put your 6 blocks, you're going to put 1 block here and 1 block here. And a sticky piston off of each one of those blocks with a redstone block in between. You're going to put a hopper facing into a hopper. So you have to place 1 down, break it, place the other one into it. Out of these hoppers, we're going to put 2 comparators with redstone dust going up to here to control these pistons. We're going to put an extra piece of redstone there and our on-off switch right there. Now for the timing of this, I like to use 8 items. And you can see this will go, and then it will go back. We'll flip this lever off. It will lock this piston and stop the clock. Now we're going to take a signal from this redstone block side. We're going to come out 2 blocks and then go up 4. 4 blocks up. Now we're going to take a right turn and come up 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And add 2 more blocks to the end of that. Next, you're going to put a repeater at the end and redstone dust all the way back down to the hopper clock. Now to test it out, we'll flip it on. It should power, and you can see that it goes all the way up. Let's turn that back off. Alright, for this part, we just have to build ourselves a TNT duper. If you don't want to use a TNT duper, and you think that's too cheaty, you can always just put a dispenser facing straight down. But bring it out 2 more blocks. So we're going to put a sticky piston on the back of that repeater with 3 slime blocks in an L formation. Put a fence on the end of it, and then 3 more, and then 3 more in an L formation again. Place our TNT directly underneath the fence with our dead coral there. This next part, you put our detector rail right there with a regular minecart, not a hopper minecart, with a regular minecart on top. Now, when you first power it, it's going to smush all this together, and that's priming it. And then the next time, see, it pushed it together, it primed it, so next time it pushes, it will drop. And that is everything to the farm. Let's give it a test real quick. Turn on the TNT and stand over here and start placing it. I've noticed sometimes a dirt block will glitch through this piston and be placed back here. I don't know if that's a bug, Mojang. Yes, he did it again. I don't know. Odd. Boom. And there you go. Let's flick it off real quick. Wait for that to explode. And come down and see our spoils. And we made a stack really quickly again. Alright guys, if you liked this video, click that like button. And if you really liked it, consider clicking the subscribe button to see more tutorials. And I'll catch you later.